What's up guys, and welcome back. We have a big, awesome new Metroid Prime 4 Beyond video today with new information to discuss, including developer updates on the design of the HUD and UI for Samus, and the cleverly hidden newly designed space pirate fighter ships, and developer confirmation of a certain cutting edge and innovative graphics tech being used in Metroid Prime 4, which no doubt is a huge reason why the game looks so amazing and better than any Switch game ever seen before. So if you're excited about new updates for Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this in the future. Now, since Metroid Prime 4 Beyond has been officially revealed, developers have started to talk more about the game with permission from Nintendo and Retro Studios, of course. Both Nina Morris and John Woodford have come forward and talked about creating some of the UI, HUD, and holograms in Samus' scan visor on both their LinkedIn and ArtStation pages. Nina Morris is a Retro Studios user interface artist. She says, "I am so excited to share that Metroid Prime 4 Beyond has finally been revealed. I still can't believe this is my first game release and that I get to go work every day at the incredible team at Retro Studios. As user interface artist, contributing UI, UX design, art, and animation to this project has been a dream come true. I am humbled that they took time in the trailer to show off some of the scan holograms I designed and created." And as you can see in the timestamp of 50 seconds in the trailer, you can notice the holograms that she created for the pirates that Samus is scanning during that scene when she's about to go into the science research station. And to go along with that, we also have an update from developer John Woodford, who is the lead UI artist on Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, and he says on his ArtStation page, "Metroid Prime 4 has officially been unveiled, and I'm thrilled for gamers to join Samus on her next mission. As lead UI artist, I was given the uninviable task of crafting a HUD worthy of the Metroid Prime legacy. Luckily, I'm surrounded by a support network of actual wizards at Retro who helped make this easier. Congratulations to the UI team and everyone else who contributed to the development of the HUD, and thank you for everything you do." Now, as for John's work, it's rather interesting because you can see the FUI, which I believe stands for Functional UI in developer terms, actually animates data on the sides as you scan an object, and the blue light inside the visor on the edges changes shape as Samus moves through the environment. He also went on to bring out that he designed the little displays that can be seen in this area of the game, likely a science research station, as we brought out, owned by the Federation. So likely these screens are probably something that might have some hints of data that could have some side lore when you examine them. So it's definitely something I'm going to check out when I play the game to find out more. So overall, just some really awesome work done by these devs on Metroid Prime 4, and this is just a very, very small portion of the actual game. But congrats to them on the great work thus far. Now, next up, another very interesting thing that hasn't been discussed yet as far as I've noticed out there is the newly redesigned and revamped space pirate ships. Now, I'm not talking about the space pirate destroyer ships that are also seen in Metroid Prime 3. Those are shown very clearly to be nearly identical and designed in Metroid Prime 4. But it does appear that Metroid Prime 4 is bringing back the space pirate vessel ship, or basically the space pirate version of an X-Wing fighter, so to speak. Now, of course, no information has been officially shared by Retro Studios on the space pirate involvement in Metroid Prime 4, but the ship shown flying down and making a strafing run across the surface, attacking the Federation troops, as you can see them here if you look closely, thanks to this gorgeous 4K AI upscaled footage that I have. This ship looks very similar to the space pirate vessels seen in Metroid Zero Mission, Metroid Samus Returns, and in the Metroid manga comics. Also, we pretty much know that it's a space pirate fighter ship due to the very clear difference in attacking lasers that the space pirates have versus the Federation. If you look closely at the footage, you'll see that all the Federation lasers are blue and the space pirate beams are mostly yellow with perhaps some very light green color to them. And this space pirate fighter ship comes flying in from off screen and blows up that Federation turret and continues firing as it flies over the base as Samus is trying to infiltrate and help attack the space pirate soldiers on the ground. Now, seeing these ships in action in this way almost makes me think that just maybe later on we could actually have some possible dogfights with the space pirates over the planet with Samus's gunship. Something that I've always wanted to have, perhaps in a limited part of the game, but of course that might just be my long-time desire for a brand new Star Fox game, but we'll have to wait and see.
Good luck.
Either way, I think it will be really fun to see Samus get into some real action in space or in the sky with the gunship against those very nice newly designed space pirate fighter ships in one way or another to give some variance to the main first-person adventure gameplay. So it's definitely something very interesting to think about. Now, what about these amazing graphics that we've already seen a glimpse of in Metroid Prime 4? It's been discussed numerous times and questioned even when the game was revealed if this was running on Switch 1 hardware or Switch 2. And there have been various outlets like Digital Foundry which pointed out some of the game's inherent limitations visually, such as a 900p resolution, lack of anti-aliasing and lack of reflections, real-time shadows, and lack of lighting effects in various places of the trailer, showing that yes, this is in fact running on Switch 1. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, in fact, has just about all the same graphical advances and limitations as Metroid Prime Remastered, so people questioning if this is actually running on the Switch should just play Metroid Prime Remastered to know just how amazing that game looks, and you'll know that yes, this is possible on the Switch 1. That being said though, without a doubt, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is hands down the best looking Switch 1 game ever, even with those said limitations we brought out. And one thing I noticed back in my own reaction video when it was first revealed of the game was just how detailed the environments in Metroid Prime 4 are. Things like the geometry of the rocks in the jungle-like forest environment, the structures of the Federation base, the ship models, and the space pirate themselves, and of course, Samus all look very detailed and nothing looks lacking really in terms of level geometry and density. And a lot of the time, even with Switch 1 first party games or games developed for the Switch system, you'll see games with very noticeable graphical problems that bring down the overall quality and look of the game that will make you say to yourself, wow, we really need a Switch 2 soon, right? Look at this. Like this is what is this? This is not even a game. Like this is like muddy. I don't know what this is. This is something. See it start popping in. Like, you see that? There it goes. It popped in. We'll walk back a little bit. It goes away. This is some like Nintendo Wii, PlayStation 2 stuff, you know? And while yes, we definitely do need a Switch 2 soon to get the next generation of Nintendo started, games like Metroid Prime 4 Beyond have already defied the rules of tech for visuals on the console. So I did some looking into the graphical design of Metroid Prime 4 on the Switch and discovered that one of the developers that Retro Studios brought on back a few years ago, and of course I'll leave his profile link in the description, has been working specifically on the environmental design tech for Metroid Prime 4, and while yes, textures are very important of course, come to find out, one of the biggest reasons why Metroid Prime 4 looks so amazing in its environments is due to them using the technique called retopology. Now, what is retopology, you ask? Well, it is a step in 3D modeling that involves modifying or recreating an object's polygonal mesh to create a cleaner layout while keeping the model's physical shape nearly the same. It's a process that involves optimizing or reworking the topology or arrangement of vertices, edges, and faces in a 3D mesh to create a more efficient model. So, in Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, the advantages of developing the game specifically for the Switch gives Retro Studios the time to create extremely high detailed models for their characters and environments, and then have them look very close to their original designs with far less geometry to increase performance while still looking amazing on the Switch. And they have various techniques that allow them to stretch, pull, and warp polygon meshes in a way to keep those edges looking more smooth with far less geometry. Keep in mind as well that this technique being used in Metroid Prime 4 in the Switch also confirms that Retro Studios has created extremely high detailed models and assets for Metroid Prime 4 on much more powerful hardware, which would also allow them to easily use those assets for a Switch 2 version of Metroid Prime 4, along with any other bells and whistles they want to add to the lighting and reflections. So it's definitely something to keep in mind that the innovative graphics and mesh technique of retopology is one of the big reasons why Metroid Prime 4 has the best graphics you've ever seen on the Nintendo Switch hardware. And that also fuels the very exciting possibilities of what's to come for Metro Studios on the Switch 2 hardware coming next year. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this one. Please leave me a comment on all your thoughts regarding everything we discussed about Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, whether it's the interesting developer updates on the HUD and UI, the newly revamped Space Pirate fighter ship designs, and what role they'll play in the game, or, of course, the awesome graphics and tech discoveries. Let me know your thoughts. But in the meantime, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll talk to you very soon in the next video. Have a great day.